What's up, guys? Pokémon here. Check out this swag. Thank you, Pokey Hobbs. Remember, like and follow Pokey Hobbs. Mr. and Mrs. Hobbs, they do excellent work. The shirt's amazing. The back of it still says Pokémon. Catch them all. All right, got Pikachu over my shoulder over here. That's what we do. Now, guys, very, very fun video ahead because this is part three. This is part three of three. Okay, we're going to go through the heat. Okay, these are my PC. These are the ones I don't ever want to get rid of. So I'm going to go through. Some of them are wild. Some you probably have in your collection, but they maybe mean something to me a little bit different than they do you. But guys, remember, poke the soda, like and subscribe. Let me know what you think. First one we're going to start off with is Full Art Blastoise. This card's amazing from XY Evolutions 2016 set. This is about a $50 card that's raw, and it's about a $350 card in a PSA value. You'll notice with this card, it has about a 40% gem rate. It does a really good job of actually gem 10ing out. With the pink and the blue on there, this thing pops. It's one of my favorite Blastoise cards ever. Love it. Okay. Now we're going to stick with kind of that same theme on there. Okay. And we're going to go to Charizard 101. This is the full art Charizard from XY Evolution again. This card is gorgeous. Gem 10 rate on this one is actually a little closer to 50%. This one is about a $600 card in a PSA 10. Okay, $100 card raw. I remember these were about $120 to $130 cards in a PSA 10. With the ME block that came out though, these did start to go up really fast. They did get close to a $900 card, but since then has cooled off a little bit. Now let's stick around that same set and let's finish the trio out. So we're gonna go with the Venusaur. Okay, spelling Venusaur wrong. This is the number 100. Oh, my computer's froze. Maybe not. Well, let's see if we can get it. We'll put EX in there. Let me look for it. Not knocked off my screen. Finally found it, guys. Here, Venusaur number 100, XY Evolution. It's number 3 of the trio. This is $35 card. This grades out at a PSA 10 rate, about 40%, same as Blastoise. This is about a $300 card in a PSA 10. The trio, you can buy all three of these for roughly about $1,000 if you want the trio for the XY Evolution. I think it's a good investment. I think it's a freaking phenomenal set. Now, we're going to go to one that everybody should love, okay? And we're going to go back to Charizard. This is the Charizard 154 from good old Brilliant Stars. Now, this one right here is a amazing card, okay? This thing gem rates actually at about 50%, which is crazy because I think I had 1 9 or 2 9s out of it when I graded probably 5 of these. Now this card was a $200 raw card. Now it's up to $260. This thing is only at $786 to $800 at a PSA 10. This will be $1,000 cards. Okay, it's a great card. If you love Charizard, you love Brilliant Stars, this is the card. It's so cool. Has Venusaur in it, and it'll be $1,000 card. It should be already, but it's for some reason not. Let's stick with our Charizard theme. We're gonna go with the Charizard. And this is the Charizard EX number 13. Let's see. It doesn't seem to want to show me where it is, but we're gonna look through and find it. Oh, we got this one actually. This is one I wanted to look at anyway. Charizard Flash Fire. This is number 11 of the Flash Fire set, 2014 Charizard set. Flash Fire gets a lot of hate. I think it was a great set. I think the Charizards are awesome. This is about a $8 to $10 card, a little bit more on TCG Player. It grades out though at a pretty good clip, about I would say 30-35%. $200 cards in a PSA 10. This is a great card. If you're looking for a grading play, I think these are great. In Charizards, especially ones that are over 10 years old, these things are great trade bait. People eat these things up at card shows. They do. They gobble these things up. So thing keeps coming off, but we got the Charizard 13 from XY Evolutions. This card is a lot more expensive than the actual Flash Fire one. This Flash Fire one is only about a $10 card. This is a $35 card. It has about $220 value for PSA 10. This does yield about a 40% Gem 10 rate, but if you're going for actual making some money on cards, buy the Flash Fire one. Okay, it gems out about the same percentage. It's a third of the price. So that's just me. That's my 2 cents right there. Now here's a card that I have a pretty good story to. Now, when COVID happened and everybody's kind of locked inside, the the set that came out at the end of the summer, it was Champion's Path. Okay, Charizard V. This card holds a special place in my heart. We actually obtained 5 of these, opening it up, and this is the first big pull I ever had. Um, I pulled it by myself. I sat right at this desk, and I would open 4 packs out of the ETB because there's 8 packs in it. I'd open 4 packs, and one night I pulled this. It was like 11 o'clock at night, and I was doing the card trick, sitting there talking just like I would be a YouTuber or something. And I pulled this one, and I remember just looking at like, oh my gosh, this is so crazy. I went and woke my kids up. They're sharing a room at the time, and we just sat there. And we were just all just we were psyched. It was so crazy. Like at the time, I mean, we opened this and got that card. It was probably pretty close to Christmas of 2020, and the world just kind of sucked at the time, and this was something that just was crazy. And so we pulled it, and I mean, at the time, my one kid was 9, and my other one was 6 at the time, and 6 or 7, and we were the happiest people ever. Like this was the coolest thing, and we just sat there and screamed and hugged and everything. And I mean, yeah, this card right here, it's a $200 card. It's $430 in a PSA 10. It's not really worth that much, but the memories on this one that I'll carry with me forever are priceless. It's unreal. Like I know it sounds like super cliche and just like soppy, but it's true. Like I love this card. This card makes me remember like my kids in their childhood because when they were that age, this thing sticks out. So that's what that one does for me. So let's keep moving on, guys. Next one we're going to have is Charizard, but it's not going to be the V. It's going to be the V Max. It's going to be SV from a set that I can't stand, but it's the Shining Fates Charizard. If you need a Shining Fates Charizard or a Charizard whatsoever and you want to impress your friends, this in a PSA 10, not super difficult to get. This grades out. If you want to see a gem rate that's crazy, this grades out at close to 75% or 80%. Okay. This is a $260 card in a PSA 10, $100 card raw. Okay. Um, and it's such a lazy design because for Darkness Ablaze, same damn card, and then Champion's Path, the rainbow, same one. That Champion's Path we have though, that is actually in a PSA 9. Now, looking at the gem rates for that one though, that one was actually a difficult card to pull. We only pulled it once. Let's see if I can find it. Yeah, so we only pulled this card once, and when you look at the gem rates for this card has a great gem rate as well. Like we're talking 60 to 65% on this one. Um, it was such lazy artwork. 3 sets in Sword and Shield all had the same Charizard. Like boo, ridiculous. Now, speaking of same kind of art, this one right here, we've done it before, but this is the SWSH 050. It's a Charizard V. Comes in the ETB. I actually just bought another one of these today because girl was selling stuff online. She had one for $10 sealed. This one gem rates out at about a 60%. This is a $80 card, $10 card draw. So if you need a Charizard, these are great trade bait. I'm just telling you that. If you buy 10 of these cards at $10, you get so you're $100 in and you grade them out. You're probably going to get 6, maybe 7 of them in a 10. They grade out very well. So something to think about. Now, here is a card that I guarantee you have never, ever seen. Okay? Let's see. It's the Misty's Seadra pre-release. Okay? Now, you're going to notice this chart right here says $255. Okay? That's because that's the Misty's Seadra. That's not the pre-release. These get mixed up quite often. Now, if we look at it, which, hold on, let's check it out. Let's go to Pokemon price guide. We'll do some price charting on here. Okay. Now we go to the Pokemon price guide. We go to Misty's Seadra. And let's go to the pre-release. You're going to see this card is a $870 card. Okay. Not a lot of these are graded. It's a $16 card ungraded. I bought 20 of these back in 2021 from a guy, I think in North Carolina, and I graded all 20 of them. Huge mistake. I should not have graded all 20 of them because I sent them in all at the same time. I got 2 8s, 17 9s, 110. I graded 3 of the 9s, cracked them, regraded them. They came back as 8s. It was criminal, just like I always say. This card right here, though, gets mixed up with the actually Misty Cedra from the Gym Heroes. But the pre-release one is different. It's going to be $1,000 card soon. Once these things get figured out that there's not a lot of them out there, and we just had a sale of this one on 323 for $1,300. So, just telling you, those cards are out there. Misty Cedra pre-release, awesome card. Now, here's a card we got from Fates Collide. It's an Alakazam. This is an EX number 125. This card is the secret from Fates Collide. You'll see I have a grade in a 9. I've never had a 10 in this card. A 10 in this card is worth $2,600. A 9 is still worth $311. It's an $80 card. You see that little character up there in that corner? What is that? That's an Umbreon, guys. Unbelievable. It's a great looking card. And you see that little armpit hair sticking out? Nope, that's Latias. So, I mean, it's a cool looking card. Unbelievable texture. XY had the best texture. It's so crazy. Now, another one that if you are a Ho-Oh fan, you should have this card because it's unbelievable. If I can find it, I guess. Should have been Ho-Oh 121, but maybe it's because I got to put EX in there. There it is. It's the full art from Breakpoint. This card right here, I've had in a PSA 10 at least 3 times. I've sold it for as low as 125. Now it's worth roughly $600. This is a $30 card. I have bought some more of these as well. When you look at the gem rate on this card, you'll see the PSA 6, 7s, 8s, and 9s. They yield right around 1600 with about 700 of these in a PSA 10. This is about a 30% gem rate. You can make a ton of money off the grading play for this card. The texture on it, unbelievable. Unbelievable. This card, though, does get faked quite often. If you get any secret cards from the XY era, they're always highly textured. So you got to be on the lookout for it. Now, another card from an amazing set that people just dogged on. We're talking dogged on again was Breakpoint. I can't even spell Gyarados right, but we're going to give it a shot here. See if I can get this thing back up. There we go. And it's the 123 right there. It's the secret Gyarados. Okay. This is a PSA 9. You'll look in there. You got Greninja. Okay. Greninja right there. You got Mamfi right over there. Unbelievable card. This thing pops. It's so crazy. $2,400 in PSA 10. This has a tougher gem rate of about 20%, though. I've never owned this in a 10. I have owned this in a 9. It's still a $400 card in 9. So you'll notice a lot of the stuff from the XY era, the PSA 9s, the PSA 8s, they are worth more than the actual raw value. The PSA 7 is right where the raw value usually goes. This one, for instance, not the case. The PSA 8 is. Now, here's one that I don't have a good grade on, guys. But it's probably a card that you've kind of seen before, and it's a Gardevoir. And this is from Steve Siege. Okay. This Gardevoir right here, the secret rare, does it not look like the secret rare that is from Paldean Fates? A lot like it with the design of the Gardevoir. Not the background design, but the design of the Gardevoir. Great looking card. Unbelievable. This is at PSA 7. Not worth a ton of money. It's worth about the raw value, to be honest with you, but it's one that I'll probably never get rid of because I've never got better than an actual 7 in this card. And it's the texture on it's so wild. So wild. Now, let's go through something I bet you've never seen. Back in 2021, Evolutions was a huge thing. They came out the premium collection. They had Vaporeon, Jolteon, Flareon, and they had promo cards. Okay. Now, these boxes were $40. They came with, I think, 4 or 5 packs. XY, or not XY, but Evolutions was in it. It was one of the big ones. or no, not Evolutions, Evolving Skies. I mean. So it was one of the big ones. Now the thing with it is that these were tough to grade. Got to get it back up there. There we go. So these right here, like I said, they came in the premium collection. 3 different sets of them, $40 a box. I was buying these back in April of 23, I believe. You could buy all 3 of them for $175 to $250. I bought a ton of them. And when I say I bought a ton of them, I bought a ton of them. I've graded a ton of them. These right here are all PSA 9s, some PSA 8s in there. I got some PSA 7s back there, and I got some raw ones. I probably bought a total of the 3 boxes, 30 to 35 sets of them. Okay. I spent way more money. My wife would kill me. Okay. Now, let's check them out. So, we're going to start with SWSH 179. This is the Flareon V. Now, this Flareon V, great looking card, unbelievable looking card, actually. Okay. This is a $900 card in PSA 10. Okay. If you look at those values that they are for the Gem 10 rate, abysmal. Abysmal. Okay. They're like a 5 to 7%. Now, next one we're going to go with is SWSH. And this is the Flareon VMAX. Okay. This one right here is a $600 card, PSA 10, $50 raw. And again, abysmal PSA 10 rates. We're talking anywhere from 5% for some of them to maybe 12% for some other ones. Next one we're going to have is Vaporeon V. This one right here is a $900 card in a PSA 10, $60 card raw. Okay. And those Gem 10 rates on this one, really low. These are about 6-7%. Okay. Next one we're going to go with is the Vaporeon VMAX. Now, the Vaporeon VMAX is actually one of the cards that I actually do probably, I don't know, like the best, but I wouldn't say it's my absolute favorite. Oops, sorry guys, I had to grab a drink quick. Now, this one, you know, it might be one of my favorites, but this one's one of the lower grades, or not lower grades, but lower prices. $700 in a PSA 10. It's $70 though raw. This is one of the highest raw ones. Now, when you look at this one, it probably has the biggest gem rate. This one probably gem rates out about 15 to 18%. Okay. Now, as we keep going, we go to SWSH 83. We're going to start getting to the Jolteons. Jolteon V, one of the best arts I think you see on there. This is the highest one at $930, $50 raw. This one has a tough gem rate. This gem rate on this one's probably between that 5 to 10%. And then the last one, guys. Okay, the last one we have is the Jolteon VMAX. This card, it is going to be a $600 card in a PSA 10, $60 raw, and this one has a tough gem rate. This is going to be between that 5 and 10% for the most part. Now, this whole set of these, I sold a set of these back in December of 23, and I sold them all for $1,200. I had to list on eBay for $1,500, sold for $1,200, thought it was a fair deal. About a month later, I seen a guy list a set of them, not the same set I sold, for $2,500. And I'm thinking, like, well, what makes it $2,500? Like, I don't see it. The cards are worth like $200 to $300 each. There's just, I don't see it. And so I messaged the guy and said, hey, not interested in buying, but why do you think it's worth $2,500? And he goes, to be honest, I would sell it at $3,500. He said the gem rates on these are so bad because they packaged them so terrible. And he goes, that's the only place you can get these alt arts for the evolutions. So he's like, I think $2,500 is a steal for these. He goes, I should price it higher. And he's right. Okay. These 6 cards right here, I've been offered $5,000 for this set. $5,000 for this set. Okay. And I think it's worth more than that. I think this is a $10,000 to $12,000 set here in the next few years. Each one of these I think will be a $1,500 to $2,000 card. That's just me thinking, but as hard as they are to grade, and as much as people like the designs on these, I really do think they are. So that's what I think. All right, now let's go into a wild card. Okay, this is one that you've probably seen before, but you didn't realize it actually was a reprint. So we got Rayquaza. Oops. It's number 76. Okay. Now this one you're going to see in the celebrations form, but this is actually from Roaring Skies. This is a PSA 9. This is only worth about $190. It's a $37 card raw. The PSA 10 value on this one is messed up. The reason for it is because of the celebrations one. The PSA 10 value of this one's like about $600-700 is what it is. That's why you see this up here. That's what it's worth. Now, this card, I love it. It's a great play if you ever want to make something in a PSA 10 value for this one. I don't own a PSA 10, but I opened a ton of Roaring Skies up. Ton of Roaring Skies. Okay. Now, let's stick with Rayquaza and let's go to number, not 641, number 61. Okay. This card right here, I opened it. I was laying in my bed. My wife was watching Grey's Anatomy, and I opened this card up. This one right here, not right at all what they have on there. Okay. Number 61, Roaring Skies, Rayquaza. See, it has the Japanese writing on there. Let's take a look at it, actually, what it is worth. This right here is a $2,300 card. This is a $50 card, but the gem rate on this card is so difficult, like 5%. This card for the longest time didn't even have like what it was worth. I couldn't find it ever. And then it got to about $500. I have about one or two sales a year. And I'm like, I should probably just sell it. But then I was like, you know what? I don't know what it's worth. And so I held on to it. Probably one of the most expensive cards in my collection, graded wise. $2,300. Uh, and you'll see the sales down here. There's not been a sale this year. So in 2025, there was sales of this. In 2024, there were no sales. So you had 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 sales. And actually, the beginning of 2025, a year ago this time, is a $700 card. That's probably when I was looking at it. Then it just went nuts. And this did get close to about $2,800 card. Okay. Now, here's one I guarantee you guys have definitely seen, but I'll just put the old numbers in there. It's the Greyfelt. Greyfelt Pikachu. I had 8 of these. I had 6 or 7 of these in a 10, and I've sold them all. This is a $2,700 card now. And I can't tell you enough that this card right here, there's 105 of these graded out there. Okay? And that's just through PSA. Let's go through CGC. Doesn't have the numbers on it. BGS doesn't even have anything on it. Okay? So that's, I'm telling you, through the PSA grading system, 105,000 of these. CGC, BGS, whatever the grading company is, let's say they graded 20,000 of them. I think 80% of these are graded. There's probably 20% not. At the most, I think there's 200,000 of these ever printed. That's my guess. That's what I think. This card right here will be worth $7,000 to $10,000. Mark my word. Okay. Oh, sorry about that. Get out of question. This card right here, I'm telling you. So people are like, well, wait a second. What about the Mario Luigi? What about the screen promos? What about uh, the Poncho Pikachu's? Poncho Pikachu's, Mario Luigi, you can't compare because they print on demand in Japan. Promos, though, are different. Okay. And the screen promos are even different because those were not in the same language, I don't believe, for all of them. This right here, they printed some of them. That was it. I'm telling you, if you don't own one of these at $2,700 right now, uh, I do think that this will eventually. They're going to figure out about how many of these are available. Because if you go on eBay, if you go on TCG Player, there's less than 150 of these for sale total. So, just saying, I don't think there's a lot of those in the population up there. Now, the last one I got, it's a Pikachu 153. It might not be a card that's even on here. Man, I don't know if it is. We'll have to go over here to price charting. There it is. Chinese promo, 5th anniversary Pikachu. This is a $2,000 card. I bought this for about $300 because I bought the actual set, the 5th anniversary from China. This is a $20 box when it's printed in China. Okay. This is an $800 card raw. When I bought this at $300, I figured, you know what? I'm going to get it graded. I'll sell for $700, make a couple $100. I was lazy. I just held on to it. Now it's a $2,000 card. Those Chinese boxes, the 5th anniversary ones, those are worth, I think now, gosh, I want to say they're worth $1,200, $1,300. It's crazy. I think I have mine right here. Yeah, this is it right here. Fifth anniversary Chinese box. So it has it right there. Had a few other things in there. It has all these promos that came in it. They're super sick. I should actually show you guys all those sometimes. And then on the back, you got the one card. You got like a keychain, deck box. This right here is for Surging Sparks. It was half the set over there, but it was super awesome. $300 for this thing. I don't even know if I have stuff still in this thing. No, it's empty, but pretty awesome stuff. But this card, super cool. I think this will be a $5,000 to $6,000 card. Look at it. It's got Mew in there. It's got Zoric. It's got Charizard at the bottom. It's a dope card. But hey, guys, that was part 3 of 3. Those are my favorite cards. These were my heat. Okay, these are the absolute heat that I have, and I love these cards. So that's what I got for you guys. Remember, guys, Pokeepisode, like and subscribe. Let me know what you think of the content. Let me know which card's your favorite in there. And as always, remember, catch them all. Thanks again, Pokehobbs. Love the swag.